seated. Good morning. Welcome to the second Integrity Summit with the theme, Driving Culture Change. Let's call on the Chairman of Integrity Initiative, Makati Business Club, Mr. Ramon Del Rosario, to give his welcome remarks.
His Excellency, Benigno S. Aquino III, members of the Integrity Initiative Steering Committee, Hubert Daboville, Ed Francisco, Marife Zamora, Jackie Chan, our distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. On behalf of the organizers of the Second Integrity Summit, the Integrity Initiative and its supporting organizations, I would like to welcome and thank President Aquino for honoring us with his presence. His presence in the Integrity Summit for the second year speaks strongly of his solid support for our campaign, and this is truly very much appreciated. Mr. President, I am glad to report that over the last months, we have gained new allies. About 1,500 companies from 700 last year, and 32 heads of government agencies have signed the Integrity Pledge. Right after I speak, 30 professional and industry associations will endorse to you a joint integrity cooperation agreement which stipulates clearer guidelines in shaping a culture of integrity. After the first step of generating a critical mass of support for the campaign through the Integrity Pledge, we are now moving on to the second step. Signatories can now go online to undergo an integrity assessment to help them determine their strengths and areas of improvement in organizational integrity development. Soon we will launch our integrity learning interventions and an integrity validation system. Finally, we would just like to point out that in the recently released Global Competitiveness Report of the World Economic Forum, where the Philippines registered a significant 10-notch rise in its competitive ranking, one of the indicators where our country marked a remarkable 31-notch rise was in a category called ethical behavior of firms. We humbly submit this as a validation of the private sector's efforts to clean up our ranks. All of us inspired, of course, by your personal leadership, Mr. President, and example, and your relentless campaign to instill in our society the Daang Matuwid. But we know there is still much work to be done. Mr. President, in this second Integrity Summit, we would like to reiterate the private sector's commitment to build a culture of integrity in our beloved country. Again, thank you for joining us in this gathering and for giving us this opportunity to share with you the fruits of the Integrity Initiative's efforts. Thank you.
Can we ask the co-vice chairman of the Integrity Initiative, Mr. Ed Francisco, to read the cooperation agreement?
Mr. President, the 30 business organizations making up the Integrity Consortium, or ICON, represented today by their respective heads, realize the need to drive a culture of integrity in the Philippines. Therefore, we commit to faithfully adhere to the Integrity Pledge and the Unified Code of Conduct for Business, and to practice collective action as a way to create fair market conditions. We accept the responsibilities specified in this agreement being presented to Your Excellency today. That includes, among others, first, assistance in developing tools to improve capacity of member companies and their employees to make ethical choices at the workplace. And second, to help in creating and evaluating systems to ensure compliance to the Unified Code of Conduct for Business. Thank you, Mr. President.